It's a cloudy day here in the Rocky Mountains, but we've got baseball from Coors Field in Denver. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Bulldogs and the Colorado Rockies. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and I'll turn to you, Dan, as we discuss the high-level pitching matchup we've got in store for this one.
Two different kinds of pitchers, and just goes to show you there's more than one way to skin a cat. Right-hander with big power arm, you're going to see a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts. On the other side, this crafty left-hander, he'll make you put the ball in play. So two different ways to go about it, but both guys top quality starters.
It's Rockies baseball next on the show. Humberto Pedroza, the Puerto Rican southpaw, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
And now here is Brian Loftus. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Brian Loftus.
First pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses as we get underway here at lovely Coors Field. These Rockies guys, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The shortstop, Connor Pitts.
So the next to bat will be Connor Pitts. First offering. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Shelley is there, 2 down.
Batting third.
Ready now is Lamont Jones. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The pitch. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ricky Fox, the native of Jamaica, is the man to start on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
We're looking at a pretty good pitcher right here. ERA under 3.5 last season, and there are a lot of teams in baseball that would love to have this guy in the rotation. Very solid and very dependable.
Striding in is Yusniel Garlobo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Escalona is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, Marty Padilla.
Digging in next, Marty Padilla. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Padilla, a California-born ball player, is normally at shortstop, although they've got him playing third base here today.
Yeah, always one of my favorite things to do. You watch this guy today. Playing shortstop, you have time. There's rhythm. There's a timing to that position. Third base, man, step in and dive, a reactionary position. You have to come get it, go back on it. A lot of different things. This is a fun player to watch today.
One out, nobody on. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Batting third.
Now at the plate,
The
here is
shortstop,
Santiago Padilla. No one aboard for him, and 2
Padilla.
gone here in the first. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still no score. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Albert
The third
Ishii.
baseman, Albert Ishii.
First pitch on its way. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ready. Rodriguez.
Now it'll be Freddie Rodriguez, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. First pitch of the AB on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Norwood will wait on it, and there's the second out of the inning.
That is it.
At the plate now is Francisco Delgado, hitting 500 in the series so far, 4 for 8. Here's the first pitch.
Well, counts 1-0.
The 1-0. And he popped him up. Padilla over to his left, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Digging in will be Louis Norwood, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago.
Louis Norwood.
First pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Luis Aquino stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looked...
And hold on now. That's a fair ball down the left field line. Should be at least a double. And he'll reach second now with one away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
In now, Jeff Gregg, ball one. Aquino, the runner at second with one away. Hard on the ground towards short, reined in, and there are two away now. Next up, Miles Marquez comes in 0 for 9 to the series so far, so looking to turn things around in this one. He's set, here it comes.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Ball one. Strike two as the fastball is let go. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Still 2-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. One left for Colorado. We'll move to the third with no score. Now to the plate, Pedro Mora. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle, hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll, and this is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in and out, and like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
Standing in now, Andres Escalona, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. One and one.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. And he struck him out.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Stepping in now, Mike Deal, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Here's the 0-1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. 1-2 now. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So now to the plate, Brian Loftus, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Hit in the air down the right field line. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. And now, Donald Shelley.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder, Donald Shelley.
First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball one.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
A ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And that's out number 1.
Batting
So
ninth,
next to hit
the
is
second
Rodney
baseman,
Seaver.
Rodney Seaver.
Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Ball 2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now batting,
Man,
the
they really
designated
had
hitter,
his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
To the plate now, Yusniel Garlobo, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway. And next will be the first-year shortstop, Connor Pitts.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Aquino finds it, and the throw is there to record the first out. So next to bat will be Lamont Jones. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Ball one as the changeup misses well off the inside. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Fouled off. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So now to the plate, Albert Ishii flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, Marty Padilla.
The third baseman.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Padilla.
Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Santiago Padilla is at the plate as he watches ball one. Change up low, 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And with the bases empty and 3 balls, I think they were probably just saying, hey, we're not going to compound our mistakes here. Better issue a free pass and give him something to drive.
Up next, Louis Norwood. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Runners going. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
That was a great throw from a guy that's not necessarily known for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
The 1-1 home. And right into the shift. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies are down quietly. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. So now here is Freddie Rodriguez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Freddie Rodriguez.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse. You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
At the plate now, Francisco Delgado, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Rodriguez on at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. A runner at first with no outs here. High in the air out to center field. Marquez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping in next, Pedro Mora. He collected a base hit his first time up. From the stretch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Andres Escalona is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Rockies offense with Colorado's manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and
go.
that'll bring in
For
the
the
veteran
Rockies.
catcher, Luis
The catcher.
Aquino.
Luis Aquino.
'50th pitch of the game on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. In now for Colorado, Jeff Gregg, who bounced out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty. One man out. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of
The
exploiting that.
center
That can
fielder,
be
number
real
6,
hard for some guys to overcome
Miles
when teams start figuring out
Marquez.
what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Miles Marquez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. First time up, he went down looking. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next to hit is the catcher, Mike Deal.
Mike Deal.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next up is Brian Loftus. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Into the box, Connor hits as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. No hits to this point. Here comes the 1-0. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
High and away, not close. 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Loftus over at second. Hits is over at first with one away. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with show track. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. In now, Albert Ishii, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the 0-1. This is in the air out to right field. Shelley is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Donald Shelley.
Donald Shelley.
First pitch of the AB now. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Shelley is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But, of course, these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field. And in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this. But, man, does he come to work every day and play hard. Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Next to hit, Rodney Seaver struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's
Now
really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Standing in now, Yusniel Garlobo. Nice show way down a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short. Pretty much right in the glove that time, and the inning is over. Now into the box, Freddie Rodriguez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And that misses 1-1. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
1-2, here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. Shelley is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Next to hit is Francisco Delgado. He flew out in his last debut. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Now back.
Stepping in once again is Pedro Mora, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Lifted down the line in left. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
High and deep down the left field line. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is retired.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Now to the plate, here is Marty Padilla.
Leading off for the Rockies, the third baseman.
On its way is pitch number 75.
Padilla.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Here it comes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Marty Padilla is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Santiago Padilla comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line hard into left. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit. Well, it took him until the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up. Kept the ice water in his veins and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Luis Aquino is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 offering. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ballgame, and this one ends the inning. Rockies strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Charlie Skelton will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Charlie Skelton.
Now to bat, Andres Escalona is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Right there for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And there's the first out.
Now batting.
And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
Mike Deal is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Down the left field line and deep. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
3-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Jeff Craig.
The first baseman,
Harold Price is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Please. Now pitching, Harold Price.
Now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Through first and hustling for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The center field.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasted this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Miles Marquez stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Next, it'll be Donald Shelley.
Donald Shelley.
First offering. This is skied into short left center. Pitts calls for it. He's got it 1 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good
Now
range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Rodney Seaver, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This is hit pretty well out to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next for the Rockies is the DH, Yusniel Garlobo. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Josh Reed will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Here's the first pitch to him. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the two-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. We are still scoreless. So here is Connor Pitts.
Leading off for Vermont, the shortstop.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Pitch.
The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Next it'll be Lamont Jones. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marquez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So stepping in is Albert Ishii. First pitch on its way. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Count is 1-2 now. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. But that'll be off the right field wall. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
So now into the box is Freddie Rodriguez, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base.
And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local station. And now in the box, Marty Padilla. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes.
Marty.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
And they run one in on him here as this is on the ground to second base. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over some.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate now, Louis Norwood, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. On the ground is short. Could this be 2? There's 1. Back to first, a double play. And we are heading to extra innings. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. 10th inning coming up, and we still have no score.
Your
Cameron
attention,
Birch
please.
takes the mound
Now
as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 15, Cameron Birch.
And stepping in, Francisco Delgado.
The Bulldogs, the first baseman, Francisco Delgado.
First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fouled off.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Into the box, Pedro Mora. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Andres Escalona, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for them to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-0. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And that's the first out. Big spot here, and it'll be Mike Deal. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Roy, with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Roy?
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Here's the first pitch. Brian Loftus is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count. He's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Usually in extra innings, you wait around for someone to run into one. He took matters into his own hands. Now it's up to his pitching staff to grab the W.
Edward Karras will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
20, Edward Karras.
Into the box,
Now
Connor Pitts.
Connor.
No balls and 1 strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Fouled away. 3 runs already home here. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. And the visitors are out in front here, 3-0. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Luis Aquino. Alex Chavez takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Alex Chavez.
First pitch coming, here it is. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack. But also, the guy on the mound's got to eat, too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
1-2, here it comes.
I got to count 2-2.
So a full count now.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Up next for Colorado, the first
now
baseman.
at the plate, Jeff Gregg. He doubled his last time up. And this will be fouled away. Aquino gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he lays off for ball 1. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Striding in for the Rockies, Miles Marquez.
Miles Marquez.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest, 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And there's ball 2 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. From the stretch. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The right
now with the
fielder,
plate
number
is
12,
Donald Shelley.
Donald Shelley.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he pops it up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Last strike now for Colorado. And it's fouled away. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Josh Reed claims the win out of the pen, his first. Alex Chavez records the save, his second. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Rockies, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.